Hello, Cosmic Crew. It's Christy here. I am at Chickasaw, and that's Chiccassaw is the correct spelling, so I'm making that note right now. National Reserve. It's in Oklahoma, and I just did a little bit of, was called to do a little bit of light language with the water and opening up the flow to the earth. I didn't come out here to record, but I happened to have my tripod in my trunk and I was just reflecting. Hey guys. I don't want to get too mental because I really just want you guys to take in this moment. Wherever you are in space and time, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I'm so grateful for every subscribe and share and like and comment, now more than ever, as we fully awaken into our sovereignty and we fully embody our souls in all dimensions of it in this new now. I will share that the galactic councils and all the guides are, as we clear, are literally laughing because they cannot believe how quickly we are clearing these timelines and how quickly we have now alchemized so much just in the past 2 days. You know, we're called now, so many of us, to remember why we really came here. And it's for this. It's for the land. It's for humanity. It's for the future. It's for the past. It's for all of it in this new now. So much of us have endured so much to get here. And you know that I understand that better than any of you guys. But is that why we came here? We didn't take this mission to come here and to get our butts kicked and then cry about it. We came here to learn the lessons, to alchemize the energy to our level of love. And it's what we did. And it's done. I know that so many of you are still going through so much of the purge. I know this because we've been releasing and alchemizing this, if you want to call it, the low frequency DNA that's actually in the earth, that's our ancestors. Every single one of us are ancestors of the one. So when that energy releases, it releases through our fields. And if we haven't had that release, and if we haven't, brought up those emotions, then they come up to be released. But what I really want to remind everybody is there is no judgment of any of it. And we're strongly being reminded that we have this beautiful planet and humanity in our wake. And personally, I've had so many revelations that I am not even wanting to share at this time, and I know that so many of you are. And I just want to remind you why we came here. And I want to remind you and tell each of you that, you know, this word disclosure, we need to create a new meaning for it because, you know, from a human perspective, everyone's wanting to jump back to this old timeline of putting people in bars and putting people in jail and putting individuals, holding them accountable at a human level in order for there to be change. And I'm not saying that maybe a couple might, but I want you all to realize that the energy that was controlling them has been gone for a very long time now. The energy that was programmed in their mind, and they were all in programs, and they were all being run by different puppet masters, if you will, that haven't been here for quite some time. And not only that, you know, the ones and the actual energy that they had left behind, even in the ground, has now been alchemized into a cosmic kilt. C-I-L-T. It's actually how we have spaceships in the future that have the plasma fields on it, and the suits that we wear that are organically programmed in the future to our bodies are this mercury type metal that's organic, and we're calling it the cosmic kilt, and it's an indestructible substance that is now over all dimensions of space-time. And it was alchemized from the low density of our ancestors that carried that energy that were buried in the ground, because remember, energy doesn't leave. You know, just remember that this is how in the future we have indestructible armor. We have indestructible armor in the future because of the pain and because of the low frequencies that were on this planet and ruled it for so long. But we turned it into beauty, and we turned it into protection, and we turned it into our bodies. Our bodies are so amazing, and I know that a lot of you are getting codes, and I'm working personally with somebody, Mac, who is bringing a lot of those in, and telepathy is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, levitation, you know, moving things with our minds. I mean, I know I'm already doing this with vehicles. So it's what we have gained as humanity, because we're one, from every tear that is dropped in our ocean, which is just our body, is all turned to diamonds, and it's all turned in this now, since we are now the sun and we are alchemizing as one. And I know that this can be difficult sometimes, but when you have any type of reaction of anything that you see that bothers you, you simply call it in. You simply say, this should be named, this is Chickasaw. This is not the way that they have it spelled on the signs. That is not right. It's spelled with 2 C's. So I flip it in this now. Remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and we're in 2012. And those of us who are conscious understand the meaning of that. And so I'm not going to get into detail, but what I want to remind you is that while we stepped on the gas after this, and I call it the eclipse because it really was, it was when we eclipsed the sun. We stepped on the gas and we went backwards really fast. We're still going backwards. Our minds are going backwards through programs and through timelines right now. This is why all these things are coming up. So don't attach to it because it's being rewritten. If you're attached to it, you're wasting your time because it won't even be anything to worry about come the end of April. We're all so amazing. And we're all doing this together in the fabric of our DNA, in our body, every single one of us. And, you know, out here, and I'm gonna kind of try to walk a little bit. See what y'all see. Hey guys, I don't know if y'all could see me before. So, just like this path that we laid with our tribes so long ago, these pebbles and this cement that isn't cement, we made this with our bare hands. This was what we brought here. How to do this, how to make these walls, how to make these barriers, how to make this beautiful well, this path, laying each rock. We built it once, and we did a damn good job. And we didn't have the DNA, and we didn't have the consciousness, and we weren't even connected. We were spread out all over this planet. We were all building things one by one, replicating a wheel over and over and over and over again, but we did it, and they came. In this new now, we have each other. In this new now, we are so connected. It's taking 3 hours to clear complete timelines that used to take a year ago 2.5 days of a moon cycle. And years before that, it was taking years. Now it's taking 3 hours. Every single one of you watching this channel most likely are already, if not at the 8th dimension, you're at the 7th. And that's what we're out here clearing right now, is the 711. The 711 is the fire in us. It's the earth in us. It was the polarity in us. If we want to call it the Alpha Draconic, we can. But why I'm here is because no matter, I'm trying to get down to where you can see my face. Here, I'll do, oh yeah, we'll do some little exercise here. Get those butt muscles working. As all of you connect so much, we all connect so much. And today has been, and yesterday was a lot heavy in regards to who we really are and what seed we really hold, because this quantum leap is real. and these timelines that we had always lived that were separating us from our true heritage and from our true birthright are now erasing. And we will quantum jump. This is something we've never seen before. So in a little bit, I'm preparing you for that. And I'm reminding you that we're the leaders. That's why we came here. We didn't come here to start a war, and we didn't come here to start a court program. We didn't come here to start a court system, and we didn't come here to man a prison. We didn't come here to place blame. We didn't come here to point fingers. We came here to heal this land, and we came here to heal the people. And it's exactly what we did. And we are the masters. We are the deities. We are the angels. We are Tesla. We are open sources. We are open vessels. Whatever deity, whatever communication needs to come through in this now, we hold. We are all. But we are nothing if we are not together. We have such a rare gift, and we have given such a rare gift, and I want everyone right now to grab yourself and hug yourself. Give yourself a hug and say, "Good job! We did it. We did it. It's done. It's all alchemized. It's completely done." Now all we have to do is open up and surrender. And not attach to those lower programs that kept us down, because they're no longer there. It's just our mind building a little mental prison. And I understand this completely. And, you know, I'm human as well and going through I'm going through it too. I still have a few things that are hanging on. But yesterday, I called in my full soul. Yesterday, and the night before that, was when I said, if I'm to leave this realm, then I will. Normally we don't have to, but we really don't know what's going to happen. But me saying that allowed me space to fill it with more of myself. This is the good part, guys. This is what we've all been waiting for. We're rebuilding this realm brick by brick by brick, piece by piece, through the true heart of the true spirit. Because that is what we are. We are the combination of all the starseed origins that all worked through us, all 22. And so whenever you get these thoughts that maybe be ping-ponging, or you feel like you have ADD, or you're like, why is all this coming up? And you have all these different perceptions coming through, remember, that's the point. And remember that just because a perception's coming through doesn't mean you have to act on it if it doesn't feel comfortable, because you are the ancestor walking the earth. You are the one that was chosen in order to decipher all of these codes and messages that are coming in from all different ancestors, because remember, you're not just one. You are the chosen one. Your decision and your actions are the only ones that matter. And we know how to do that because we know how to open our heart, and we know how to live through our intuition now. And that's what we're here to do, and to teach and to lead. And so many of us are stepping into this new world, and we're stepping into our higher selves, our oversoul, oh gosh, it's so much more than that, because as our DNA awakens, we actually become new people. And this is the quantum leap. But remember, this world is changing with us. And remember that every human that you meet, no matter how much you think that they might have done you wrong, or how much you think that you believe that they knew whenever they were doing those things, I can promise you they didn't. They might have realized that they were doing some things that weren't necessarily right, but I can promise you that they did not understand that they were doing what they were doing to the entire population and to themselves as they were doing it. But they know now, because they're waking up, and they can't escape it. We brought the war on the inside. It's where it was always meant to be. So just remember that. Just remember that we are the love that was sent here. And now that we've made it through the trials, and we've made it through the tribulations, and we are here walking this planet with the new codes, getting ready to quantum leap into the reality that we were always supposed to be in. So what does that mean? That means there's a reality where I never was adopted. There's a reality where I never left the family that I was supposed to be in. There's a reality where you never went with that boy. There's a reality where your mother never passed away. There's a reality where all of it was how it was meant to be. And that's the reality that we're going back to. And we're taking the planet and humanity with us, because it's all happening at once, because it's from the inside, and we are the one seed. So if we're doing it, they're doing it. So we want to be the ones spreading love. We want to be the ones with compassion and forgiveness. We want to be the ones explaining, even to other light workers and people that have done their part in explaining what was going on. But we also need to be the voice of reason and the voice of the angels, reminding, even so gently, just through consciousness. No need to make a phone call anymore. No need to put a comment anymore. Just when you watch something and you feel that person still is dealing with that polarity, is dealing with that pain and wanting justice and justification, there isn't anybody to judge. The energies are gone. What's left is just the shell of the human that now realizes that they were a puppet, just like we were. Let's walk back this way just real quick. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful and so overjoyed and amazed, in amazement and awe. I know the synchronicities and I know the experiences that you guys are having are leaving you dumbfounded, just like I. And it just started. So now, in this new now, we continue to evolve. We continue to create, because now we get to step back in that story that we've always been creating. And let me tell you, we can make some magical love stories. Because that's all we ever really wanted, was a beautiful love story that ended with peace and happiness and a true happy ending. And I know that you guys are starting to see that evolve for you. And I know, if you haven't yet, that you're seeing it's possible. because all these things that we didn't think are possible are happening, aren't they? And our minds are a little googly, but we just keep holding that highest timeline, calling in that highest timeline, and inviting our full soul to step in so that there is no fear. There's no worry. We have exactly what we need when we need it. I didn't know I was coming here to do a video. I'm so glad I am. I love you guys, and we're just getting started. So we thank the ancestors, we thank Chickasaw, we thank the land, we thank the earth, we thank the plants, we thank the animals. Oh, and so much praise to the insects and the dirt and the worms and the leaves and the wind and the rain and the water and the air. For that's what we're made from. And don't forget the stardust. Hoot hoot! Bye guys. I'll see you soon. Warriors, we have better names. We were warriors. That's what got us here. But now, we're just shining stars.